Hi everyone! Welcome back to Crazy Stories. My name's Sarah, and today I'm going to take you on a personal journey, a story I never thought I'd share. But sometimes, the most difficult stories are the ones we need to tell. So here it is. I went on a trip thinking I could escape everything. But what my boyfriend found out about me changed everything. I've always been a bit of a free spirit. I crave adventure, love the thrill of new places, new experiences. I can't stand routines, they make me feel trapped. And as much as I cared for my boyfriend, I started to feel like our relationship was slipping into that routine category. He was steady, supportive, and deeply loyal. But me? Well, I was a storm that couldn't stay still. So, when I came across this opportunity for a solo trip, a little escape to a cozy cabin in the mountains, I jumped at it. I told my boyfriend it would be a soul-searching journey. I needed time to clear my head, I said, to find myself again. He understood. He trusted me. He didn't question why, didn't ask me to stay. And part of me hated that he was so understanding. Because I knew he didn't deserve what I was planning, because I wasn't going on that trip to find myself. The truth, I was escaping from him, and from the stability, the commitment. I had recently met someone else, someone who brought back the thrill that I'd started missing. He was exciting, unpredictable, everything I thought I wanted. And this trip? It was the perfect opportunity to let myself indulge in that thrill, just for a little while. I told myself it was harmless. Just a secret fling. Just a way to blow off some steam without my boyfriend ever finding out. But looking back, I was lying to myself. I knew it was wrong. I knew I was betraying the one person who'd been nothing but good to me. The cabin was everything I'd imagined. Quiet, nestled in the middle of the forest, with a view of the mountains that took my breath away. It was the perfect hideaway. A place where I could disconnect, a place where I thought my secrets would be safe. The first night was a strange mix of excitement and guilt. I ignored the sweet goodnight messages my boyfriend sent me, the pictures of our cat he'd texted. I focused on my freedom and pushed the guilt to the back of my mind. Then, on the second night, everything began to fall apart. I was getting ready to meet the other guy at a bar nearby. I remember putting on my makeup, fixing my hair, telling myself this was all just harmless fun. But then, just as I was about to leave, my phone buzzed. It was my boyfriend. He'd sent me a picture of me, taken that very morning, standing outside the cabin, looking at the mountains. I froze. My mind went blank. How was that possible? This picture. It wasn't on social media. I hadn't shared it with anyone. The only person who could have taken it was him. But he wasn't here. He was supposed to be miles away, at home, trusting me. Panic set in. I tried to play it cool, to convince myself it was some kind of fluke. Maybe he'd somehow found a similar photo online. Maybe it was just an odd coincidence. But deep down, I knew that wasn't possible. I called him, trying to sound normal, but inside, I was crumbling. He answered on the second ring. His voice was calm, eerily calm. "Having fun on your trip?" he asked, his voice cutting through me. Before I could stammer out an answer, he added, "I hope it's everything you wanted." Then he hung up. I stared at my phone, feeling the weight of everything I'd done crashing down on me. I knew, in that moment, that he knew. Somehow, he'd figured out everything. The rest of that night was a blur. I didn't go to the bar. I didn't meet the other guy. I sat alone in the cabin, my mind racing, trying to figure out how things had come to this. My boyfriend had trusted me, supported me, loved me, And I had thrown all of that away for a fleeting thrill. The next day, I left the cabin early, the guilt gnawing at me. The drive home was agonizing. With every mile, the weight of my betrayal grew heavier until I couldn't bear it anymore. I had hurt someone who didn't deserve it, someone who had done nothing but care for me. When I finally got home, the silence between us was deafening. He didn't yell. He didn't ask me why. He just looked at me, this look of disappointment that cut deeper than any words could. I tried to apologize, to explain, but there was nothing I could say to undo the hurt I'd caused. No excuse would make up for the trust I'd shattered. And that's how I lost him. Not because he was cruel, not because he didn't love me, but because I couldn't appreciate what I had. I learned the hard way that you can only push someone's trust so far before it breaks. Sometimes we think we want excitement, thrills, something new. But when we chase those things at the cost of what's real and true, we end up losing everything. I lost a good man, and I have no one to blame but myself. So, to anyone listening, don't make the same mistake I did. Appreciate what you have before it's gone. Don't let the allure of something new blind you to the value of what you already have, because once it's gone, no amount of regret can bring it back.